Hey there. This lesson is on the intro lick to the song More Than a Feeling by Boston. Now, they actually use it in more than just the intro, but that's where it's most noticeable. So listen to the very end, because I'm also going to give you a short lesson on how to break things like this down to learn them more easily. Hey there, I'm Thomas Michaud, founder of Real Guitar Success. We're going to break this down into two sections. It's a little easier to get it that way. So the first section looks like this. That's a D suspended. I'm using a D form. And then I go back to the D. Then back. And I take my first finger off to play the open G. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit now. I'm using a pick, and I'm doing both up and down picking, starting with the down pick. On the fourth string, I make my D form. You can put the pinky down first if you want. I have a tendency to put it down just before I need it. Okay, now I'm hitting the fourth string. Now going on to the second string, and I'm using an up pick there, down on the third string. See, now I'm putting my pinky down and hitting up on the first string. Back to the fourth string. Now I'm taking my pinky off, first string, second string, I'm still doing up pick, and then I take my first finger off and hit that open third string. One more time, I'll do it nice and slow. Fourth string, second string, third string, first string with the pinky down, back to the fourth string, first string, I'm doing the second string, take my first finger off. So try it with me nice and slow. Fourth string, second string, try hit one string, third string, down, up on the first string and put the pinky down, back to the fourth string, down pick. Now up on the first string, take your pinky off, up on the second string, and take your first finger off and open G, third string. That's it. That's the first half. So I'd recommend practicing that, and now I'm going to go on to the second half. Second half looks like this. That's that second string I keep hitting, and then back to the start, and so on. So let's break that down a little bit. I'm starting with moving my second finger over to the third fret, fifth string. That's a C note, by the way. It makes it kind of a C chord. I'll call it C suspended 2, though it could have a few names. If you never know the name of this chord, it will not matter. Okay? And I've kept my third finger there on the second string. And we're going to hit that second string a lot. Third fret, second string. So it's fifth string, I'm going down on the third string open, and then up on the second. That's down fifth string, down third, up on the second. Then I move my first finger to the second fret and take off my second finger. Same picking pattern. Third string and second. And then I stretch my second finger over to the G note, that's the sixth string. Third fret, hit that, down, and then up on that same second string. And that's it. Let's do it again. Try it with me. Just go nice and slow. Don't worry if you don't get it now. I'm expecting perfection. Start with your second finger over on the third fret, fifth string, down, down on open third string, up on the second string, and I've got my third finger there pressing the third fret. First finger on the second fret now, fifth string, down on third, open again, and up on the second. That stays the same. Now I stretch over to the sixth string, third fret, and up on that second string again. That's it. And then it goes back into the other part, first part. Okay, so you should practice that separately. Now I'm going to put them together, nice and slow, starting with a D form. Again, you can put your pinky down or not. You're going to need it. Here we go. start with a D note, that's an open fourth string. Pinky down, back to the fourth, and then up strokes. First finger off, now the second part. First finger, third finger over, sixth string. It's only two notes there, and then start over. Pinky, take off the pinky, take off the first finger, third string, second finger over. Sixth string, second string, and start over. Okay, so when you're ready, come on back. You might stop, practice, come back, and I'm going to play the whole thing again, slow, but without talking, so that you can try playing along when you're ready. Welcome back. I trust you took some time to practice. I'm going to play it nice and slow. Go ahead and play along. Ready, go. How'd you do? I'm going to play a little bit faster now. If you want, try and keep up. Ready, go. Okay, as promised, I want to give you just a little lesson on how to break something like this down to practice it. So, actually, I had to work on this because I've been playing a version that I kind of adjusted over the years and it wasn't quite accurate. It wasn't important. I never had to prove that I knew the right one, but when I did this lesson, I went ahead and did the research and got it right. So I had to kind of correct my habits. So here's what I did. First thing I did is I broke it apart into sections so I could practice on a little bit at the time. So first of all, I know this D chord was the first part, and I got this basic picking. Now at first, that didn't come easy, so I had to practice it. I started slow until I could get it nice and slow. Then I put a metronome on and got a pulse going. It's like this, duck, 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 duck. When I could get it pretty easy, that tempo, I sped it up. Now, I would go on to the next section, which is just straight down. Whoops, open there. Now, I would go back and add that to what I was practicing. So on. Now, the next half was a little easier for me. I would practice it separately first. Now, when I first started, I could just do this much. And I'd do that over and over until it started to get easy. Then I add this part. So now, I had the two sections, but I knew what was going to cause me trouble was going from one section to another. So I'm looking to just practice that transition. That looked like this. That's a transition right there. Just that much. And I would keep doing that until I could do that pretty well. I know it sounds tedious, but it's actually more fun for me to break it down and get something than to just keep doing the same whole thing over and over and screwing up and feeling bad about it. Now, once I did that, I could play the whole tune all the way through slowly, and I kept picking it up little by little. If I started fumbling on a spot, I'd go back, practice that spot a little bit, and then put it into the whole thing. Now, the other thing I did is after a while, I was getting the mechanics of it, but I couldn't quite tell how it's supposed to sound. So I went back and listened to the original one, and I could hear how the guitar up to speed sounded like what I was doing, and that really helped push me over the edge. Then I could hear in my head how close I was, and it got better and better much quicker. I'd encourage you to fool around, see what works for you, but take some hints from myself and other guitar players that you can find to help practice more efficiently. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Thomas Michaud from Real Guitar Success. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got some value out of it. If you did, give me a like and share any comments that you can. Also, head on over to my blog. I do have a download sheet for you over there with the notes written out and the tablature. I think it'll help you out. Thanks again. You take care.